It's time to get your geek on with Dave Vermillion.
Let's go ahead and we will bring on our beloved guest, our honored guest here in the studio. Please welcome the owner of Alter Ego Gym and the host of the Con Culture podcast. Please welcome in Juan Gonzalez.
Hey.
We
got march out music.
A little musical intro there.
Greetings, everyone.
Yeah, he's getting his superhero voice on.
I had
cool,
to.
Man. Very nice.
That's my alter ego.
All right, so welcome here.
He's got a lot more testosterone than I do.
Your alter ego. I see what you're doing there.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of thought into that name. The name for a ton. Like, way more than you would think goes into naming something.
What were some of the other,
Nerd
possibilities?
Pump? It was almost Nerd Pump.
Nerd Pump.
Nerd Pump was like the second runner-up for Alter
glad
Ego
you went
Gym.
with Alter Ego.
Yeah, Nerd Pump just sounds wrong. After everyone brought that to my attention, I was like, no, you get a pump. When you're in the gym, the blood flows to your biceps or whatever muscle you work, you get a pump. I was like, and we're a bunch of nerds. Nerd Pump sounds great. NP, the little logo. And then everyone's like, you know what Nerd Pump sounds like? And I was like,
yeah, very glad you went with
Alter Ego Gym.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Alter Ego sounds good.
So what is Alter Ego Gym?
Alter Ego Gym is the first, and I'm saying it. If you had one, you copied me, whatever. The first, I guess, superhero / anime / geek themed gym in San Antonio. We wanted, basically the premise behind it and why I went with the theme I did. We had a partnership with another gym. They wanted us out. We parted ways. We were like, okay, we'll go our own way. We'll do our own thing. We had a ton of support, and I was like, what is a welcoming environment? Because you know gyms. Most gyms are like, oh, yeah, bro, let's get it. And people can easily feel intimidated in that environment. And I just think back to my comic book store experience. Like, you walk into a comic book store, especially if there's a game tournament going on or they're just gaming, you just walk in with a blank slate and like, I don't know what's going on. There's no shortage of people who are like, oh man, welcome. We're playing this, this is how you do it.
Very
like, it's
open
very,
and
very
homely,
open and welcoming for people who don't fit in anywhere else. So I was like, I want that atmosphere in a gym. So that's what I created. I just got a bunch of my comic book art, a bunch of friends. I got an amazing artist to do artwork on the walls.
Yes.
And yeah, that's just a group of ragtag geeks that needed a place to lift heavy things.
So are there a bunch of phone booths like set up for people to change into?
We were actually going to do the bathroom door as a phone booth. It's currently being, well, we wanted the phone booth, but we were thinking Clark Kent at first, like a Superman changing.
Yeah.
Deadpool sounded funnier. So the scene where the teaser trailer where he's in there changing and his like presses up against the phone booth, that's what we wanted to go with. We ended up going with a funnier version of him actually breaking our bathroom.
Oh, nice.
So on our bathroom door, it looks exactly, the artist is amazing. It looks exactly like you're looking through the open door.
Right.
And Deadpool has toilet paper stuck to his shoe, and the toilet is overflooding. So Deadpool broke our toilet if you go into our gym. And it looks a little too real because I pull up in the morning and I look in and it looks like there's someone standing in our bathroom at 5 a.m.
It's still the same artist who did your Hulk, right?
Yeah, it's the same artist who did the giant Hulk mural. Jason Lozano at Consafos Tattoos, Geektastic Tattoos.
He's
on
ridiculously
Instagram.
talented.
He's like, that doesn't make sense. Like, no one should have that much talent. He's like, well, I've been drawing since I was a wee, Jason. I was like, I could draw for 100 years and not get halfway there.
All right, so I'm wearing a Batman shirt. You got Superman. We're talking Deadpool. But what's at your geeky center? DC, Marvel, Star Trek, Doctor Who, what is it?
Superman is my favorite character, but it's Marvel all day long.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
and
Marvel
Goose
all day long. It was Superman first with the Christopher Reeves movies, obviously, that got me into it. But Marvel in the 90s was crushing it with the animated series.
Yes,
the X-Men, the Spider-Man. It was Marvel all over the place. Their comic book arcs were awesome. Even though I do think DC has superior comic stories, Marvel just...
I'm sorry, what was that first show that you said?
Yeah, what was that? What was that first Marvel show? An animated show?
He did it. Yes, that theme, like that music is iconic. It's iconic. And they just captured my imagination, fell in love with Wolverine, Marvel, then the MCU came.
I fell in love with Rogue, man. If you don't fall in love with Wolverine, that's your thing. But
no, I'm all over Wolverine, bro.
Dude, man.
I'm all over Wolverine. Rogue is great, but...
That Southern accent,
and the voice of Spider-Man is going to come to Alamo City Comic Con the last weekend of October.
Which Spider-Man?
No,
you're going to have to...
The Fox animated
animated series?
Oh, you mean the best one?
Yep.
Oh, you're really going with that one as the best one?
It's to me, it's either that one or Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man was mad good.
Yeah.
Was that the one with Neil Patrick Harris?
I don't think so.
No, that was the one that was like on Fox kids.
The Neil
or something
Patrick
like that?
Harris
Or
was
no?
the one with the Deadpool cameo, wasn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah.
It was
I
so
think that
funny
was
seeing
it.
a PG Deadpool. I couldn't get over that. It was so
doesn't work.
It felt so wrong, but he hit the like in love with Spider-Man relationship.
How is
that
it
he
Neil
needed to.
Patrick Harris hasn't been in a Marvel or DC movie yet?
No.
How is that
joke.
possible?
No joke. He
Maybe they're
needs to be.
saving him.
Dude, he ought to be the Riddler. He would make a fantastic Riddler.
I can
Who?
see that.
Neil Patrick Harris?
Oh yeah, man, he'd crush it as
That would
the
be
Riddler.
scary good.
That would be fantastic.
I think
to
he
see.
has the chops for it. But the reason I pick Marvel now, especially now with the MCU, they're about to get all their properties back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As far as Marvel peaking, I think you are so far off base on that one that you're gonna have like a ton of egg on your face in about 4 years when we have X-Men versus Avengers, or when Secret Wars is the way that they reveal this entire new universe.
All right, well, we'll see. Mark
It's
the
going to be
tape.
amazing. Mark the tape. One of us is going to be historically correct. Either David's going to be like, ah, ha, ha, or I'm going to be like, well, old man, how does it feel?
Oh, just wait till something beats $2 billion. That's a tape you're going to want to mark.
No. It's
Infinity War?
2.7 billion.
2.7 billion.
2.7 because we
Did
talked about
Infinity War
this.
just cross 10 billion total?
No.
box
No.
office.
Yeah.
At the box
10?
office, they crossed
All
2.
their
10 billion.
No,
Yeah,
he's talking about the
they're all
Marvel.
the
He's talking about the MCU.
The
total.
MCU
Oh, the
total.
MCU. I thought you were
We
saying
mean
Infinity
10
War.
billion.
We mean
Yeah.
a single film.
Yeah, 2 billion was Infinity War.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But the record right now is Avatar at 2.7,
Yeah.
and I'm saying Infinity
And
War is
Disney owns
not.
that, too.
Infinity War is not touching that.
I don't know about
Infinity
Avengers
War
Part 4.
2. Nope, not going to do it.
yeah, it is.
So
I think
if
so.
it does,
I think Avengers 4 is going to overtake it.
if it does, here's
Just
what he
because
has to
ticket
do.
prices are increasing.
He has to go downstairs and sing My Little Teapot while eating bugs. And what's the third thing?
We'll have to-
Oh,
we'll have
you
to go back
gotta
over the
wear your
tape.
Pokemon glasses.
Oh yeah, and I got to wear my Pikachu sunglasses.
Man, you guys got guts. Y'all got crazy dares.
Yeah. It's
awesome.
a lot of fun up in here, man.
I bet.
We ate bugs that one week. Goose almost threw up. It was amazing.
Oh,
He did. He almost lost it right in the
No stomach for it,
trash
huh?
Yeah,
can.
and you know where you can find that?
Protein, man.
Twitch.tv/GYGO_official.
All right,
Get
so
on
getting
Twitch.
back to the gym here. So which superhero inspires you to hit the gym?
That one changes as the heroes change. It's definitely currently it's Hemsworth. Hemsworth is bringing his
swole.
physique, his swole is all over. But Chris Evans is another one as Captain America. Captain America is just he's up on the
Dude,
wall.
when he rips that log in half, I mean, whoa, are you kidding me?
I watched that scene in slow motion.
super dreamy,
Yeah.
super dreamy.
Now, do you feel like there's a lot of body image out there, especially like Comic Cons, people doing cosplay. There's a lot of
Yes.
body image issues out there.
Yes.
Do you feel like there's pressure for people to go to your gym or go to any gym and maybe start to look like Thor? They've got that in the back of their heads. Or for the ladies out there,
Yeah.
maybe you're like, Black Widow's got this whole hourglass thing going on, and I got to do the leg whip around the head thing, and
I gotta be a martial artist and an acrobat.
Exactly. So do you feel like there's that pressure?
I feel in the cosplay community, I had no idea. Alex kind of introduced me into the cosplay community, but going into this, I had no idea the amount of people with self-esteem issues and body issues and who feel that pressure just in their cosplay. Like they have to pull it off exactly. You have people like squeezing themselves into corsets to pull off characters, and then the negative comments really get to them. I think it comes down to self-love. You have to have enough self-love to know that everyone has flaws.
And
everyone,
to
they
be
have-
fair, I mean, unless you are just truly fanatically devoted,
JT.
you are not going to be Chris Hemsworth.
No.
You are not going to be Scarlett Johansson.
No.
It's just not going to happen. But then you go to the movies, and that's all you see, and you're just like, oh God, I can't even be Clint Barton at this point.
Or the exact opposite. You see it, and that becomes your North Star. That's
Yeah.
the way I see it. Because the people in my gym, they see that, and they're like, man, I've had a couple people have that conversation with me where they're like, I really want to look like so-and-so, but I'm not getting any closer. I was like, you're not supposed to. That's your North. That perfection can never be obtained. But if you chase it, you'll catch greatness.
Now, in addition to being a gym owner, you also have a podcast that covers all things Comic Con. It's the Con Culture Podcast. What made you want to cover that topic?
Me, Tommy, and Lindsay, in starting up Countdown City Comic Con, because I was the marketing director for Countdown City Comic Con, in starting it up, we kind of looked at other cons and what they did, and we just loved the culture. From the moment that Alex took us to our very first Comic Con, Alamo City Comic Con, we loved it. Yeah, he had us out there as cosplayers. We were doing it for a nonprofit. It was super dope. And I love the vibe. Again, it felt like a comic book store. It's like everybody's having
That's when
fun.
you were Daredevil and the Punisher,
That's
right?
where I was Daredevil
Yes.
and the worst cosplays you'll ever see. Go look on my Facebook.
You
or Instagram.
rocked them.
At
Come
Juan's
on.
Alter Ego.
You
They were
rocked them.
Awful. But yeah, it was in doing the Countdown City Comic Con and pulling it off and having the right motives behind it. We were like, man, wouldn't it be fun if we just record ourselves talking about all these cons that we love so much? Because it came down to that. It's like, oh, did you go to Corpus? No, we went to Corpus. Did you go to Austin? Yeah, I went to Austin.
Yeah, or Victoria,
DreamHack
or
Packs.
there's
there's
ones
tons.
in Lubbock and Abilene.
We just
Bell
did a show on
County.
Bell County and
Yep.
RTX because we had so many options that we have to start now splitting up. And the team is growing from me, Tommy, and Lindsay to me, Tommy, Lindsay, Michael. It's at Messy Mermaid _ at Tommy D.
Here come the plugs. Here it comes.
Plugging
Here it
all day
comes.
long. At Con Culture Podcast if you want to listen to it. It's just, well, you know about this culture. You've been in it longer than I have, and it's awesome. It's welcoming. It's warm. It has its downfalls where people have monopolized certain things and relationships are kind of hard to come by. But as long as your motives are pure and you come in with a good open mind, like you can make a lot of friends. Like
Speaking of Alamo City Comic Con, they just announced Scott Wegner is going to be in town, the voice of Aladdin, and he's never done any con before ever. This will be Alamo City will be his indoctrination to all things con.
So make sure to make it super weird for him so he never goes again.
And our sources at Alamo City have said that you may want to keep an eye on their Facebook page this weekend and the days to follow because they're getting ready to announce a VIP.
Oh,
They're getting ready
hopefully
to
winter's
announce.
coming because I saw a teaser for last year.
And I have
I'm excited.
I have a quote about an upcoming guest announcement. Again, I'm not revealing I'm not doing it, but they're going to say it's historical. The announcement will be, and that's the quote, it's historical. It's
going to be a
More
really
historical
old
than
guy.
William Shatner.
It's more historical than
It's Benjamin Franklin.
it's Benjamin Franklin.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's going to be signing kites.
Well, yes,
keys.
Charlemagne will be in house. in case you're aware.
Charlemagne.
Oh goodness! So now they aren't going to give me details, of course, but keep an eye on their Facebook page.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yeah, Alamo City Comic Con on their Facebook page. So, all right. So if you could have one of these superhero actors or actresses, they're just driving by and they say, "Hey, check it out, a gym. I want to go work out there." If you could pick one person to walk in that door and just start free weights, start on a machine, start a treadmill, whatever, who would it be?
Chris Hemsworth.
Thanks to the amazing communication of my man JT, who's one of the trainers. He also cosplayed Black Panther at Countdown City Comic Con. We might actually have somebody coming in soon that he got to interact with, that it was super cool. So he was like, yeah, when I'm in town for Alamo City, I want a space where I'm not bothered if y'all can lock it out. And we were like, done.
And that person is?
And that person is not going to be disclosed.
Ah,
Dang.
I'll post photos after, though.
okay, but still, give us if you
But
your
the
dream.
go-to
Yeah.
dream, like please, yeah, that is none other than Black Adam, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He hasn't played him yet,
Yeah.
but Dwayne the Rock Johnson coming through and blessing that iron with that sweat equity, man.
Hasn't he been in something else
That
nerdy,
is-
though?
He's been in everything.
He's been in the Scorpion King. That's
Jumanji.
sci-fi.
He was in Jumanji.
is sci-fi.
Yeah.
But
Doom.
yeah, I'm
He
waiting
was
for
in
Black
Doom.
Adam.
He's in
I'm just-
Doom, yes.
I'm just waiting for Black Adam. I
Yeah.
just need it in my life already. DC, please. Goose, talk to
Yes.
somebody up at the WB or AT&T now since they own it.
Oh,
Talk
that's
to
true, yeah.
somebody. Please get us,
Like how-
get us
Make
some
it happen.
The Rock.
We're
and the
praying
Black
to the
Adam.
Goose gods to get
Yes,
this
Man of
handled.
Steel 2, villain, Black Adam.
Why not?
Black Adam and Superman.
Absolutely.
Magic is one of his weaknesses.
Yeah, but
why
wouldn't
aren't
he
we
be
doing
better
that?
in a Captain Marvel movie or in a Shazam movie?
No.
I always thought,
I
about a
think
Justice League
I
movie?
think you can lend Shazam to Man of Steel 2.
yes.
And he
yeah.
comes and he's like, hey, Clark, I can help you. I got magic too, you know? Because magic is his weakness. So
yeah.
this is going to
Yeah.
rock Superman. So if Shazam comes in a buddy role, sort of the way Iron Fist came in Luke Cage Season 2.
Or like Thor and Hulk in Thor Ragnarok.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they could make a dope movie and Shazam can lend some
So-
comic relief.
Remember when he was in Scorpion King? He did a rock bottom there in Scorpion. And you think?
Whoa.
You
I
think
love how he owns it, though.
if he does do the Black Adam, if he doesn't do some, can you see it now?
I could see it in midair, him catching Superman as he's flying right towards him and then driving him down to Earth.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of he tells him to get out and then goes, if you smell know what Black Adam is cooking.
I think the rock bottom is more likely. I would love to see, or an elbow,
people's
the
elbow?
people's elbow, all the way down, just drive right into
There
him.
you go.
For my wrestling fans.
Now, where is Alter Ego Gym? Where can people find this?
Alter Ego Gym is at 7715 Mainland. It's just outside of Leon Valley on Bandera Road. As you're headed down there, you take a left on Mainland. We're not hard to find. Yeah, that's where you find us. You can find us online at Alter Ego Gym, on Instagram at Alter Ego Gym. It's pretty easy to find, guys. It's a welcoming environment. All fitness levels are welcome. If you do want to look like a superhero, we got a couple people that do. If you just want to get healthier, we have some people that don't look like superheroes, the owner being one of them. But hey, it's about getting healthy and loving yourself and getting confidence, which I do think a large part of the cosplay community needs. And I get messages on the daily about people who are having issues with their body, with their cosplay. They don't feel they're embodying the characters, or they feel really depressed because some, like the mean comments on social. You just got to become insular. I think the Batwoman thing, she needs to become insular, and it doesn't matter what people type about me. The people say mean things about Juan. Juan doesn't care. Juan loves you too.
And
I'm not sure the problem is. I mean, I can pull off a Jabba the Hutt cosplay.
I think you can pull off a lot more than a Jabba.
Yeah.
I think you can do a Wreck-It Ralph.
I could do the Blob.
I think you can do a Wreck-It Ralph. I think you can do a Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm a little too short for that.
I still want to do Poe the Panda.
Well, right now, everybody.
All day.
That's so great.
That'd be
All
awesome.
day.
Everybody watching us at facebook.com/GYGO radio is seeing my Invisible Man cosplay.
What?
That's true. It's
Yeah, Goose is right here.
He's right here.
He's tall, guys. I never knew he
you're
was
gonna
this tall.
slap him in the face.
Who knew that, right?
Watch
I mean,
Yeah,
good
just
God.
watch your hands there, David.
No, but I just wanted to say, being someone who's
No,
been to
David
your
doesn't
gym,
have to watch his hands.
it is very, being someone who's been to your gym, it is very opening and very, y'all are very good at taking everyone's situation into account and finding something that's going to work.
I
for
do
them.
have pictures of Alex when he was training. He shredded up a little bit.
Now,
It was
someplace
good. It was
someplace
good.
we got to get pictures of is when we head out to the Texas Ren Fest.
Yes.
We're headed
I've
out
never
there.
been. I
We've
want to
gotta
so
go.
bad.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's a very family friendly event.
Mm-hmm.
Kids go for free on Sundays. So you make a weekend out of it. You go to one of their 200 acres of campgrounds, and your kids get in for free on Sunday, ages 12 and under. Okay, we want to preface that as long as they're not teenagers.
That
you're
bugs
fine.
me. That bugs me.
Yeah, Alex
I like
is,
18 and under. But
Alex is good. You're like 7.5. He'd want me to say 7.5, so that's I want to say that.
always trying to get the half.
But the Texas Ren Fest, man, that is going to be huge. It's the largest one in North America. 650,000 people in attendance. You can they will have sales, so you want to keep it on their Facebook page. Also on their website, TexRenFest.com. This is tremendous, and every year I hear people just gushing about the Texas Renaissance Festival. Every single year.
Same
It's
here.
held outside of Houston, and the weather's going to be nice. It's going to be fall in Texas. It's going to be really fantastic.
So it's going to be 89.
Yes, it'll finally break.
89 degrees with humidity. It'll get us around 96.
So you'll only be sweating most of the day as opposed to when you first wake up in the morning.
Depending on your cosplay, because if you're
Depending on
going
your
in full
cosplay.
armor,
it
gets real hot real
There's no
fast.
way. But
So Juan, TXRenfest.com for tickets, sir.
TX Run, I need
Text
to.
Renfest.
I will be there.
TX.
I will be there. I will be there.
And we will too. That's gonna.
I think I'm going to do a
lot of
Viking
fun.
cosplay. I want to do a Viking. They wanted me to do
Nice.
the dad from How to Train a Dragon.
Oh, yeah,
that would be mad
very
dope.
Well, so in the little bit of time that we have left, we only have a few minutes left. Let's go ahead and roll on through some Star Wars news that came across our way.
I'm looking forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me Master.
All right, so some bad news first for all you Kenobi fans. Ewan McGregor has said that he said on The View that he would love to do the role. However, there are no plans for a Kenobi movie as far as he knows. And let's face it, if anybody would know, it would be him. So now that could all
Smoke and
change.
mirrors.
It could change in
Smoke and
6
mirrors,
months. I'm
kids.
just saying. They may approach him tomorrow and say, okay, yeah, we actually do have some things in development, so here you go. But he has plausible deniability right now.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they haven't told him. So he can go on The View and say that.
So
and
it doesn't
then,
Tom Holland everything?
Exactly. Like 3 months from now, they can say, psych. He can go back on The View and just generate some more buzz for it.
They need some.
Yeah,
but
I'm waiting for when Tom Holland only gets the scripts with his lines on it. That's it.
So that he doesn't spoil anything again.
We got the villain. We got a villain reveal out
Did
of
you
him.
see him trolling? Yeah, that was
We got a villain reveal
pure
out of him.
trolling.
You think?
Yeah, I do. That was.
I
pure
think
trolling.
I think they're gonna Lego Batman it and actually put that villain in there somewhere.
Oh, that'd be funny if they
I
did
like the
some in
idea of them
background.
just giving Tom Holland a
Condiment
script
Man.
and it just says "Be Spider-Man."
Basically, that's all it would take. Just just that's it.
Spoiler-proof.
And remember, you're an American. Drop the accent.
Just
okay?
improv the whole thing.
Improv the whole thing, like like Iron Man would.
Yes.
RDJ totally improv. He improv the "I am Iron Man."
He
line.
not only that, he improv the death scene.
He improv the
in
death scene,
Infinity
yeah.
War. I just ooh.
All right, and also in some Star Wars news, Dan Mindel is the director of photography for Episode 9, and he leaked a photo on his Instagram. And so now we can finally confirm, guys, this is breaking. This is huge. We can finally confirm that Episode 9 on the sets, on the stage, on the soundstage, they have lights.
Yep.
This opens so many story possibilities.
My God in heaven, lights.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a dark film, but guess not.
Wow.
Well, at least we know it'll be lighter than any DCEU movie.
Hey-oh. So Zack Snyder's not going to be around that set.
Thank God.
Because there are too many lights around.
He's not allowed near any superhero
amazing.
film anymore.
So he let out the picture. Of course, I'm sure Disney Lucasfilm said, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. There's really nothing in the background. People are like scrutinizing it. They're zooming in 8,000%.
Oh, I bet.
There's really nothing much to see except
There's
for those lights. And the caption, he says, "Space lights." Unbeatable
Space
quality
lights.
source of ambient lighting, 6,000 watts, 6 lamps, or 3,000 watts, 3 lamps. So
Did he
finally,
drop a brand name?
He did not actually.
That really sounded pluggy.
Yeah, right.
I'm
It's
telling you,
like-
that would have been. But that
Phillips is the only one that could light your universe.
Wait a minute. Wait, Phillips. Phillips head screwdrivers. Screwdrivers, a drink you make. It's going to be in a bar. That's it.
Boom.
They're bringing back the holiday
Fan theory harder than
special.
us.
They're bringing back the holiday special where B. Arthur had that bar. That's going to be in episode 9. Confirmed.
So what you're saying is,
Whip.
No, shut up. Stop.
what you're saying is Boba Fett confirmed.
Boba Fett confirmed.
Confirmed.
Yeah, okay.
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 Boba Fett's confirmed. Clearly, we've made the connection. We made the leap, and it's confirmed now. That's it.
He's in the bar. He
Okay.
survived.
Oh, and naturally, the Force Ghost of Luke would be there. He would be the bartender. So we can now confirm Force Ghost Luke.
Now he's gonna
Confirmed.
marry Poppins back together. They're gonna get the time stone and they're gonna go back.
Yes.
They're gonna save him.
That's where the crossover comes into play.
Secret Wars.
So he's going to
it's gonna
find Mary
happen.
Jade on Twitter or Tinder, is what you said.
Yes, he's gonna swipe.
I'm swiping left on that one. Okay, it looks good. But that's confirmed now.
Yeah.
So there are officially going to be lights on Episode 9. We finally know this now, and this is some news I think Star Wars fans have been waiting a long time to hear.
Oh yeah.
Finally,
in the dark.
They've been. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how you do it, kids.
Wow. Way to
job.
lighten the mood.
Haha, lighten the mood.
Yeah, nice try. Not as
It's
good.
been
Really bright of you.
This has been an illuminating half hour, but
Oh, Goose
Way
jumping
to
in.
shine a light on the conversation there.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so we'll be right back here. We got a break for the bottom half of the hour news. Our guest has been Juan Gonzalez from Alter Ego Gym and Con Culture Podcast. We'll be right back after the bottom of the hour news break here on Freedom 1160 and freedom1160.com.
What do you mean I gotta go? I don't want to. No.
He doesn't feel good. We're glad you watched this video. We work really hard to put out some great quality content for geeks out there. If you liked that video, don't worry about it because there are plenty more out there. You can click right here to find more videos, more interviews, more clips, more fan theories, more of just really everything out there under the sun that we do. But you can also click here and mash that subscribe button because that way you just don't miss it. You get a little ping. You don't have to go digging for anything. We bring the news right to you. Just mash that subscribe button. You're good to go.